I think that's it. So I think it started recording. So I'm gonna start by welcoming you to this one. It's an orientation, so it's like we're saying you never studied Chinese before, and you want to start learning Chinese, right? So
Yeah.
this is like the starting point where you see like, okay, what is it that you need to learn in Chinese, right? And a bunch of it is just the words, a list of words, um, like you see over here. I'm just gonna scroll up. You see here it says word list, right? So, okay, please confirm you can see my screen because it wasn't showing.
Yeah, I can see.
Awesome.
Yeah, I can see it.
Love. So here we have the word list. We have about 6 levels in this part. In the new Chinese, like the one they're creating recently, they now have 9, but all along we had 6. So this is HSK 1. You see HSK 2, HSK 3, HSK 4, HSK 5, 6. All right, and what they mean by that is just a few words. Like here we have the word list. So once you master all of these words in the list, your level will be level 1, and then you go to level 2, you master another bunch of words as well, and then you'll be level 2. You go further and further and further. The more you build your vocabulary, the higher your level of Chinese. That there is no secret to it. You just need to know how to say, for example, if I want to say job or work, I know the word is gong zuo. If I want to say dog, the word is go. That's how it is. So it's just like getting yourself familiarizing with the words and creating your own vocabulary. Okay?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So some people learn Chinese to be able to communicate with Chinese people. So if you are one of them, then most of the time characters might not be your really, I mean, like your friend, because you want to focus on how do you pronounce this word, how do you say this. So characters might just impede your progress. So if you want to just communicate with the Chinese, this part here where they write in our normal alphabet is your friend, right? If you want to learn Chinese, like to write and read and everything, sometimes it comes as bit by bit. I think that's how I would put it. With this website, where HSK Academy, they kind of list the words in Chinese, and they also give you an option where if you tap on any of them, there is a small pop-up that gives you the pronunciation and the English definition. For example, this word wu, that's the word for the number 5. Okay, so I'm going to share with you this link so that you also start creating your own vocabulary, just so that you start, this is your starting point, just familiarizing with the word list, and then the rest of the stuff will go as we progress, right? And you will notice that eventually we'll start making sentences like they do here, and then your level will be going up, going up, going up, right? Okay, we together so far.
Yeah, I'm following.
All right.
Yes, I'm following.
Okay. Now the question is, where do these characters come from? Have you ever heard about where do these sticks, if you like, come from?
No idea.
Okay. Life.
No, I did. Oh,
Okay. So there's a guy who is called Rice Pirate, right? Rice Pirate is a Canadian-born Chinese. He used to make about a minute or two videos, and they were really funny. So I'm gonna see if I can show you one of Rice Pirate's videos, where he explains where do we get the Chinese characters, right? So one of them is, I'm gonna try and see if I can play it right away, and I'm gonna zoom it out for you, and I'm gonna also come back to Google Meet right over here. Okay, I'm gonna change, stop sharing, and I'm gonna share new screen. Okay, right now you can't see anything, right?
yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna start right over here. It says click to share, and then I'm gonna pick the window. Okay, alright, cool. Okay, they allow me to share the whole screen, so that's fine. I'm just gonna switch to the video anyway. This is the first video I want to show you. So it's a small clip which explains the Chinese pictogram, right? Okay, please confirm you can see the video.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see the video.
Okay, good. Let's
Yeah, I
go.
can see the video.
All right, so just listen to how these characters come about, all right? That's what he's explaining. He does it in a funny way, so just follow along, all right?
Okay, cool.
USA, it's time to close your big stupid mouth and open your big America stupid eye. It's time to learn the Chinese. Lesson number 3, the Chinese pictogram. Pictogram. In the Chinese language, the word in the writing is a character. In the some character is a pictogram. Pictogram. This is a character that come from the picture drawing. Now this make a Chinese so easy, like a math portion of America SAT, okay? For example, 口 is a mouth. Look just like the mouth. It's a wide open like you eat a hamburger pizza. 山 is a mountain. You see? Every mountain in the world look just like this. So simple, okay? Like this one. 龙 哎呀 it's a dragon. You big America eye. How you know see? It's an easy peasy Japanese fever. Okay, enough example. Now we play review fun time game. Guess what this is? Wrong is a person. Now guess wrong is mean big. Now you know person and big. So what this one? No, wrong is a sky. How you know this sky is right there? Like you know even try. 懒鬼啊. Okay. I give a last one. This is a bonus round, okay? What is this word? 开玩笑 This is not even a Chinese. This is a Naruto. 哎呀 Total score B minus. You fail.
你为什么不爱我？是不是因为我放你太多？记住，我待你不是我的错。
Okay, so that's the rest right there with a little bit of background of where these Chinese characters come from, right? So if you noticed, most of them are actually coming from picture drawings, right?
Yes.
So that's how we come up with these Chinese characters. For example, you saw him do the word "ren" for person, right? I'm going to see if I can
Yes.
show that one. And if you look at how the character "ren" it looks like, it looks like a word, like a person without their hands. I'm going to try and see here. Okay. Okay, so there we go. So that's the character for person, right?
Yeah.
Alright, and it looks like a person if you look at it. Can you see?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I can see.
Very good. Okay, so from there, then I started building up words after words, right? Let's do that a little bit of that together, okay? For example, let's say we have a person and another person. Okay, what's the word for person?
Is it red?
Ren. Okay, and we now have two people following each other. The character is Tong. Okay, this is the character. Okay, can you think what Tong mean?
Oh,
People.
Okay, people is Ren. Person or people, that's Ren, right? Okay, right here. Ren, that's the translation. People, person, man, human being, alright? That's Ren. And then when you have Tong, which is a person behind another person or a person in front of another person. Okay, that's the translation. From or to follow. Okay? Or to follow is Tong. Because this is like one person and leading or following another person, alright? Okay, so that's how they start coming up with these Chinese words, right? If a person is spreading their hands, okay, like this, that's the word for. You see the translation?
Big.
That's that. Okay.
Da.
So that's big. Like you're standing and you're saying it was this big, and then you spread your hand like this. So that's saying this is very very big, right? So that's how it comes about. And now, what do you think we get when we add big and person?
Something like a big person.
What does that mean, big person? You see, an adult, right? A grown
An
up.
adult. Okay. 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 Yes.
Okay, so that's how easy it is. Like you just come up with it like that, and then if you want to go back with if you want to specify gender, you can also do the same. You just take the male person, all right, female person, okay, 男人, 女人, okay. So this part is still coming in. The ren part we already know. You see, so these are stuff that come from pictures. Like you can actually see, okay, this is a woman, maybe sort of kneeling down. That's new, which means female, woman, daughter. You get that?
Okay.
So all of these we can actually come up with just using a picture drawing, like we saw last time. He also gave us another one, which was mouth. You remember?
Yes.
Which is just like a box. He said if you're eating a hamburger, your mouth goes like and when your mouth is like wide like that. That's cool. All right. So it can also mean an opening, and sometimes if it's used in connection with people, if you say I feed two mouths, then that means you're feeding two people. So sometimes mouth can be used in reference to people as well.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the first part where we said, okay, some Chinese characters come from picture drawings, right? But not every Chinese character comes from picture drawing. I'm going to try and show you another way that Chinese characters come from, right? Okay. What do you think? What's the other way do you think these characters might come from? Okay, you see it. You see it. I think Respirate also did a video where he explained that. And again, Respirate is always using funny language, so I'm gonna call him in, and it's just a small video. I'm gonna can see this one where he talks about the other way where we get our Chinese characters. Right? I'm gonna say entire screen.
Okay.
Just a second, I'm not too sure why it's not allowing me to share the entire screen. Okay. It can share the tab, but it cannot share the entire screen. So I'm gonna see if I can move this video to Chrome. Just a second. I'm gonna see if I can move it to Chrome. It shouldn't be disabled. Okay, now it allows me. Not too sure why it wasn't. Okay. Can you see? Okay, can you see?
Yeah, I got a
Yes.
picture now.
Awesome. Okay, good. I think that was a little bit of a glitch.
Okay, everybody on time, back now for learning the Chinese. So put down your milkshake ice creams. It's the time to learn to speak the Chinese. Lesson number 2, word and character. Chinese have the many words in the vocabulary. Each character is a word, and some word is a many word in one word. For example, 火车火车电脑电脑冰箱冰箱 Reiterator, it's a stupid nonsense. Who make this word? Oh, Noda is America, USA. It is also important for you to know some good word together mean a very bad word. For example, 白痴白痴三八 38. 笨蛋笨蛋 That's you dumb egg. Now, some word in Chinese is a phonemic word, so no literal meaning. It's just for sound to help us remember. For example, 三明治 is a sandwich. 可口可乐 It's a Coca-Cola. 汉堡 That's a hamburger. Speaking of hamburger, it's a bit of whole meaning. I'm sure you're very hungry, America. So this is finish of lesson 2, word and character. Now use your lazy American head and learn to speak the Chinese.
Okay, good. Right? But it's always like that. Hope you saw that video.
Yes.
Awesome. Good. So did you notice the second way that we can actually come up with Chinese words? Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Did you notice the second way that we can use to create Chinese words? What's that? What's the way? Okay, you guys are waiting on each other, right? So it's combination or a combination of words, right? For example, we take ice, which is 冰, and then we take a box, which is 箱, right? So in ice box, okay, we get a refrigerator, right? So that makes sense, right? The word for fire, what's the word for fire? 火. Okay, that's the word for fire, right? What's the word for car? Okay. That's the word for fire. Right. So if you remember back in the day, we didn't have electric trains. We only had steam trains, right? So people would put charcoal, coal, some stuff in there. Right. So fire, car. That's it. That's a train, right? And they used the same. Which one was the last one that they also used? Electricity, right? Okay. The word for electricity, 电, right? And the word for brain, I wrote that in English, right? The word for brain now, okay? Electricity brain, right? So it's more like an electric brain, okay? Computer, right? Do you see that? Okay, can you see?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So it's a combination of words. So that's the other way that you come up with these Chinese words. You just combine one word in another, and then you kind of sort of a descriptive kind of way. And some of them can be offensive, like he said, right? Okay, so we have discovered that the Chinese language does not really have alphabet, but it can come from picture drawing. It can also come from combining words from other words, right? Yeah, and they also have other words that they call building blocks. Okay, and they call them Chinese radicals. All right. So when you look at Chinese radicals, they're just like building blocks. You will see them everywhere where that word is used. For example, I'm going to try and see if I can use metal. Okay, and the word for metal is here. Okay, so ideally okay, let me try and do this. I'm going to use English first and see which character comes back. So this metal is a building block. Okay, so this is the part where this gene right here is the part that actually represents metals. So everything that has metal in it, for example, if you have gold, if you have maybe steel, I'm sorry, I was supposed to just write gold. Okay, doesn't want to. Okay, I'm gonna do it like this. Gold. I'm gonna see how many comes up with it. Copper is also another metal, right? Wire. I don't know if coin is metal in it. Aluminium. I don't know how to spell that one. Aluminium. Okay, but if we come over here, you notice the first part that I said is represents metal, right? Can you see on the Chinese part?
Yes.
Alright, so this is the part which represents the metal. And you see it's being squashed over here when you talk about copper, when you talk about the other metal. Every time where we're talking about something that is related to metal, you see it's there, it's there, it's there, it's there again. This is the fullest form of it, but it can be used to mean or to refer to different stuff. Like here we had gold, we had steel, we had copper, and then you see it's being used differently. Right? Aluminum, it also comes, it's also there. So these are what we call radicals, Chinese radicals, where they are like building blocks. Everything that has to do with metal, even if you don't know what this word is, but you notice it has to do something with metal because you realize the radical. You get it?
Yes.
Awesome. So that's the other way that the Chinese language is made up from. If you once you master some of these building blocks, it will be easier to master some of the characters as well. Even the character that we were using earlier, Ren, is also one of those building blocks. I'm just going to show you another radical which is also popular. It's the radical for heart, right? So heart has to do with anything that people feel, right? Heart is your shin, okay. And then if you want to do some feelings like I'm just gonna see how many comes back as with heart. I'm happy. I'm gonna see if humble is also one of those characters. Mood. I'm also gonna say okay, these ones are not really helping me, but there's one that did. Okay, angry did. Happy. Any other feeling you can think of apart from being happy, being humble? Mood, mad, angry. Not hungry. Feeling like jealous. Some of these, I think one of them did better for me because I think there is more than one way to look at it. But I want you to see the second one right here, where it says, okay, this is the one for heart. This is the sign for heart. It looks like a little blood flowing up or just splitting out. You see it, this character. Okay, can you see?
Yes.
All right. And then when we talk about anger, which is the second one, I think that's the one that behaves better for us. I'm going to show you this bottom part. Do you see the part, this part squashed at the bottom? Do you see? This part here squashed at the
Yes.
bottom. It's the same character, right?
At the bottom.
Yeah. Yes. So that's the same thing we do with radicals, right? Chinese radicals. They're like those building blocks that comes up. Everything that has to do with your heart, like your feelings, you see the heart come under or being thrown somewhere. Some of these might not have it, but some of them might have it. And there's more than one way of expressing it. Like you see here, happy is kwaila. But let me see if we can show you. Okay, it doesn't want to show you. Okay, there it is. It's showing us some. Okay, so you see there's other ways of saying happy. So many ways. I was looking for one with Kaishin. Okay, it's not here as well. Okay, but I'm more over here. Anyway, you get the point. Everything that has to do with something and there's a building block for it, you will see the building block as part of the word. So if you master some of these building blocks. It will be easy as well because it will be really fun. Even if you don't know the words, you can actually see, okay, this is how they build it up. Okay. All right. Now we're done with how Chinese comes up with, and then now we're gonna just touch the last part we want to touch on over here is the pronunciation, right? So Chinese is a very tonal language, right? If you change your tone, everything changes. So you need to master the tone. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to try and show you. I'm going to bring again Rice Pirate because he did a short video, which is again very fun. It's actually the first video that he did, but I just like to play that one last because tones are kind of scary to some people. So we're going to try and change that. Okay, it's presenting screen. I'm going to say stop, and then I'm going to click share again, and then you're going to ask me why do you want to share. Okay, just a second as I'm trying to share the whole screen, because I figured when you want to share the whole screen it kind of lags a little bit, but then it allows you eventually. Okay, Pride, can you please confirm if you can still hear me? Okay, I think you're muted for some reason, but I can still see you. Okay, just a second. I hope it will be allowing us to share very soon. I'm pulling up the video. Okay, here we go. We have the video now. Making it full screen. Coming back. Entire screen. Okay, still no luck sharing that one. First time it didn't do this though. It was just snap on and then it started sharing. I don't know why it got mad at me. Okay, I'm gonna try and pull the video in the browser. Like that, and put it there. Does it work? He refused. Okay, one more time with Google. Just a second. Okay, now it's allowing me. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Okay, please confirm you can see the screen. Okay, you guys are both
Yes, I can
muted.
see the
Okay,
screen.
thank you. All right, so let's go.
Okay, for all you lazy American people, it's about time you learn to speak the Chinese. So I keep it very simple for you. Number one, most important when speaking the Chinese, tone. You must remember the tone when speaking the Chinese. There are 4 major tones and one more. Tone number 1, stay on the same level of sound. Like when people die at hospital. Beep, you know? For example, ma, la, ku, ko. Tone number 2, only go up like horny American man ding dong. For example, qiu, you, tong. The third tone go down and up like dead body in river, like this. Ni, hao, chou. And fourth tone just go down like your mama, sound like this. Pa, mu, lo. There is a 5 tone too. He is a neutral, sound like one tone but shorter. 好吧，吃饱了。你是白鬼吗？ Now one word sound the same to lazy American but tone make it different. For example, ma is not just ma like you say. Hey ma, bring me hamburger and American french fry. For us, how you say it means different word. Ma, 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 ma. In one phrase, it sounds like this. 你敢骂我妈的妈吗? Now be careful what you say. 你敢骂 is not 你干嘛 or even 你干嘛. Okay, that is all for lesson 1. The 5 tone. Use your lazy American head and learn to speak the Chinese.
Okay, good. So that's the final video I wanted to play with you for you guys about the tones, right? So you notice they're very crucial or critical when it comes to speaking the Chinese. Everything that you say has to match up with the tone, otherwise it doesn't sound like the intended meaning will be different. Okay. Okay, did you manage to get that?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So to finish off, I think I'm going to take you back to where we started from. If you remember, we said we have a list of words. Okay, that's how you build your vocabulary. But it's not just the vocabulary, it's also how you pronounce it, right? So every word you tap on, you see there's a little marker. This one is a tone marker, right? Which then says, okay, this is the first tone. And it does the same with other words as well. You see there's always that tone marker at the top. So we need to respect those tones. Every word that we see will have a tone marker. Okay, so that's Chinese for you. And then if you intend to do the exam, like test yourself how good you are, this site also allows us to do that. It has some practice tests. But if you want to actually get a certificate for your knowledge, right, HSK1, HSK2, HSK3, it comes up with right over here where it says that there's this one which is called HSK, High News Shaping Culture, which is the proficiency test, right? This is internationally recognized, and it's available actually in every country where you can actually go sit and take the exam. The dates are available for everyone to see, usually from, let me see, where are we? Okay, here we go. So you can see it almost every month. We see here there's March, there's May, there's June, July, August, September, all the way to November, right? Also December as well. And then this is where you can sit, you can write, and then you can get your results. Then people can actually see them online as well if you want to attach that to your resume or your CV. Okay. Pretty much everything. Then on the number of words that you need to know for HSK, 1 is just 150 words, 2 300 words, 3 600, and so forth, right? And as I mentioned, there's a new HSK which is 3.0, which now combines 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then the last exam is 7 8 and 9. You write all these levels in one sitting. But for us to start, a good place to start is HSK Academy, where we just start by the word list, getting familiar with the word list. When we start class, we go through these words bit by bit, mastering the translation and the definition, and then eventually we start looking at the characters, we look at the pinyin, and we start making sentences with it. And as soon as we start making sentences, we're good to see what they have on the practice test, all right? Okay, I think that's everything we needed to share with you in terms of how the language works and how the exams for Chinese work. So, question time. Do you have any questions?
So far no questions.
Okay, good. That means I was explaining very clearly. Okay, good. Just kidding.
Very much. Yes.
Okay, makes my job easier as well. Okay, wonderful. So we're going to end our orientation now, and then in case you come up with any questions, you can just ask me.